Hi, welcome back to Guessagaingaming, and today I'm going to be playing and kind of reviewing a game called Chorus. It's a game that I don't think it's going to be a game I can make more than one video about because it's not that kind of game. But anyway, let me just start by telling you what it is. Chorus is a kind of space, open world, roguelike shooter. You play as Nara, there she is. She's got quite a complicated backstory. She's kind of an anti-hero. She's kind of trying to atone for things she did in the past. I won't go into it all because it's complicated and it will spoil the game if you play it. But it adds to the interest of the game that she's not just either starting off as nobody who's suddenly got a spaceship and she's trying to build her life, because that's usually a premise in games, or B, that she's not some superhero who's all good trying to avenge the evil. She's kind of used to be part of the evil, so it's her redemption story, kind of. And I'd say this was a AA game, but it plays out like a AAA game, so I'll explain what I mean in due course. But it looks and feels very AAA to me. And you have all the normal systems you'd expect in a game. You've got a map. This is just one area. I'm assuming there's going to be other areas, and this area is quite big. There's lots of different things to explore, lots of different little missions, side missions. You've got missions at the moment, there you go. You've got all missions, story missions, side missions, etc, etc. You've got your ship, where you've got loadouts. You can load out different weapons, which you can install and remove and upgrade at stations, as with lots of games like this. Another game where you're land-based. You've got mods and things you can add to your ship and to your weapons and to your shields, and you can upgrade your hull by things you find in the world. You get these special abilities that you can use. They're Nara special abilities. And another thing that I like in this game is the more you use weapons, the more you upgrade. So basically, if you use a Gatling gun a lot, then you learn how to use it and you get better. And if you use a laser a lot, you learn how to use it and you get better. If you lose your senses, you get better, etc, etc, etc. So you have to use things to get better at it, and that's kind of like the real world. So I like that as well. I suppose one of the things I like about this is, as I've said many times on this channel before, I think probably the genre of games I'm the least good at, or the thing in games I'm the least good at, is flying. And flying around shooting quickly, I'm rubbish. I've actually had to give up games where there was a big part of a mission like that, and I just couldn't do it because I was too poor at doing it. So the fact that I can do this, and like I said, if I can do it, anyone can do it, that's good. It's not simple. I'm not saying it's an easy game and like you can just do it and it's simple, but if I can do it and I can pick it up and win battles, then anyone can. The ship is there, it's cool, it's easy to fight and shoot and do stuff. And I'm being attacked as we speak. I didn't expect that. I'll just do a bit of this. But in the past, in a mission I played a little bit ago, I actually defeated a whole sort of squadron of attacking aliens, or they're called the cult in this or something like that, but it doesn't matter, they're baddies. So this is like a small attack. I had I can't say I'm going to do this really well, but I'm just doing it to kind of show you the gist. And it's quite a while since I actually played this game, so So bear in mind, this is me playing it, having not played it for quite a while, and I didn't expect to come into combat straight away. So I actually wasn't intended to do any combat. So as you can see, combat is it can be what you want. I mean, I'm not zooming around. I'm concentrating on sort of making the video. I'm concentrating on kind of remembering how to do the controls, and I'm surviving. This is the minimum amount of enemies you fight. This is like 3 or 4 ships. But it's quite fun. I mean, it's fun to fight a few ships, it's fun to fight a lot for the purposes of this demonstration. I don't want to be fighting a lot, and I don't want to be getting killed. Not getting killed is a good thing. Also, it's very easy to fly into things like meteors and but even on like my level of I'm not rushing this at all. You can see it's fun. It's easy to do rolls, it's easy to fire. And this isn't meant to be a demonstration of how to play, so you get the idea. It's but anyway, I shall continue. So, as you can see, it's quite... Yeah, got ya. As you can see, it's quite fun, and I'm not concentrating, I'm not particularly flying at any speed or doing anything fancy. I was able to, when I was playing, quite a bit before, do it, but like I said, I've not done it for a bit. It's very easy to fly into stuff, like I said, so... And I'm going to try not to demonstrate how easy that is by flying into a meteor. But it's a fun game. It's a good game, as you can see, which is what I was saying earlier. The graphics, I would say, these are AAA level graphics. The thing you have to do with all these kind of games, which is what I've not been doing, is to work out how to put your finger on, one finger on the fire button, one finger on the... Got him. One finger on the fire, one finger on the move, and one finger on the roll. So you've got it all going at the same time, which is kind of what I've not been doing during this little bit of playthrough, but... Like I said, I've survived. And one more to kill, I think. Would like to kill him. Like to kill him before I finish concluding this little video, but he just doesn't want to die, does he? Got you. I think that's everybody. Is that everybody? Are we all dead? Are we nicely dead? Let's just take it everybody's dead. There's no little red dots and no one's fighting, so I'm going to say, well, it says destroy hostile forces, but I think we've destroyed them. Maybe there's some more over there. Oh, there's some more. You get missiles as well, by the way. Close. But yeah, this is fun. This is a fun game. It's good. The combat's fun. You've got more than one weapon. Got them. Ah, I've killed them all. Okay, that's good. So there you go, that was me taking a bit of time, and like I said, I'm not great at this, but actually I would normally be better at this. Hull fragment means you pick up stuff, which means you pick up stuff, you can use it to upgrade your ship, which is always good. And you pick up different things like in most games of any type, where you can pick up bits and pieces of weapons, or bits and pieces of hull, bits and pieces of mods, or hull mods, and you can use them to help upgrade your ship. But that is kind of how the game is. There's quite a lot of story to it. There's a lot of story missions. There's a lot of these missions you get where you're flying around and you'll suddenly get somebody say, can you come and help me because I'm being attacked by blah, 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 whatever. Some aliens, some pirates. It's pirates and all sorts in this. But it's a really nice game. I think it's got a really good mix of a good story, a good main character. I would say she's probably the only sort of main character in it, but a good main character, an interesting premise that she's kind of not the chosen one or just some beginner starting out, and a good mix of kind of roguelike, when you can kind of go where you want, do what you want in what order.
Anyone?
Yeah, see, and you get quite a lot of these missions where someone's going to say help. You don't always have to help if you don't want to. Sometimes, like with all games, sometimes you want to go and do the side quest to help yourself level up, to help yourself get experience, to help yourself get more bits and pieces for your ship. Other times you just won't, but that's all games. But it's a game that I enjoyed a lot when I played it. I haven't played it for a little bit, not because I don't like it, but because basically I play so many different games, not just for this channel, but in my own playthroughs. I just play so many different games that I easily get into one game and then I stop playing it for a while. So this is a game I like a lot. That just means I'm leaving the area where the objective was, but don't worry about that, I'll just come out of that. But yeah, so it's not because I don't like it. There's loads of games that I like, and I like for the few days or the week I play, and then I'll get on to something else. And then I kind of forget it, but I like this game a lot. I could definitely recommend it. I recommend it through the story, which is good. The main character is interesting from a different angle, like I said. The graphics are really top notch, and the fighting it just means that just means that I didn't stay in the right area, so you can restart from the last bit. It's not important, I wasn't worrying about it. It happens sometimes, you'll kind of drift out of an area. But yeah, the graphics are great, and like I said, one of the things that if you like this kind of game, and you like a game that's challenging but not impossible, this is a good game, because like I said, if I can play it, and I wasn't really concentrating properly when I was doing that fighting, it probably showed at the beginning, especially because I was kind of hardly moving around shooting. But when I was into this a lot, and during the end of that, I worked out exactly how to put my fingers on the different buttons. It's like muscle memory. You remember where to put your finger, where to put your thumb, where to press at the different times. And it's actually quite fun chasing around after those enemies. There's a lock on as well, which I wasn't really using. And these missiles, which I wasn't really using. But it's kind of cool. And like I said, that's part of the attraction. I think with all games, if you are someone that's not fantastically good at all manner of combat in games, or all manner of puzzles in games, whatever, finding a game that's got something in it you like, and I like space combat, but that you can actually do, and it's not that difficult for you, is always a good thing. So I'd recommend this game as a good game. It's not an easy game, but it's not a super difficult game. And I think that's important. When you play the tutorial, which is basically just flying to learn how to do your ship, and you fly into a derelict space craft and pick up some stuff, but it's basically a learning quest. You'll pick it up quickly. I did in that one playthrough. It's like a 10-minute mission, and in that playthrough I learned how to do all the bits and pieces. So anyway, this is Chorus. Like I said, it's not a game that I think I'll make another video of at the moment, because there's nothing much more to say. You've seen some combat, you've seen the graphics, you've seen Nara, you've seen what I think of it. And once you've seen that, then it's for you to go into the big wild world of Chorus and play it for yourself. I may make another video about this another time if I get much further into the game. But at the moment, that's it for Chorus and Guessagaingaming. Thanks for watching, and until next time, take care.